I am on the hunt of a lifetime for a cougar. It is the last animal I need for the Grandmaster of the Alberta Bowhunters Association. It was mega intense. Like, it was really, really intense, actually. Excitement's building for sure inside me. I know that this cat's probably gonna be a shooter, so you're kind of starting to realize you're probably gonna get a shot at a cougar here in a minute, once in a lifetime opportunity. I'm here with Jason Martyn, a cougar expert, cat expert. I am on the hunt of a lifetime for a cougar. It is the last animal I need for the Grandmaster at the Alberta Bowhunters Association, and thanks to Jason Martyn, I am going to do that shortly here, later on in the show, but I'm going to talk a little bit about intensity, because it was pretty intense. I mean, we passed a cat in the last show, and then we start getting on to a pretty awesome cat, and as I'm getting closer and closer to that moment, like, because it's kind of getting brought to you, right? The outfitter and the dogs are doing like all of the work, and I'm basically just walking to it, and then I have to take this crazy shot. So what could you say to a hunter that's coming on a cat hunt, like, as advice for that intense moment? Like, what would you say? What would you give for advice?
It's just try to mentally prepare yourself. You know you're going to be long days sitting in a vehicle with no stimulation, let's say. Once we get to that cat track, it starts to ramp up. You get a spike, then the dogs are gone. It's quiet. You get all the time to reflect. You're walking in. As you get close, you can hear them dogs, and the intensity really turns up. So it's just mentally preparing yourself.
For me personally, I think the practice probably would have been a huge thing, like a really big thing. So I got an invitation basically the day before, right? So 33 days in the stand, and you're like, hey, can you get down here? So let's see what happens to me. I mean, I wish I had a little bit of practice, because this is a really intense moment. It's a really hard shot, I think, for anyone, any archer. But let's go to the show and let's see what happens. Okay, good morning. It's day 2, Lone Pine Outfitting, and we found like 5 or 6 different cats. And this little spot right here, you can see where the cats are actually like rolling and wrestling and just like playing in the snow. Kind of neat.
So he's 2 3/4. Right? He's a thumber.
It's a thumber.
See? There you go. There's his thumber.
We talked about getting a thumber, and now we actually have a thumber, so this is cool. The cat's track got blood in it. It's apparently a pretty good one, and they're going to launch the dogs here in a couple minutes and see what happens.
Where's it going to go down?
We've decided, I've been kind of pulling over every once in a while and practicing. So the way you're supposed to do it is you're supposed to draw and then bend at the waist. And obviously that's a new movement for me and totally foreign, so I'm trying it now. That's different. The whole shot is totally new. Like, I wouldn't be one to pretend that I don't shoot anything like this. Like, right. So that's different, right? Like, you gotta figure that out. So. Yeah. So how many dogs did you just launch?
8, 10, 12, somewhere in there.
12.
Mainly the reason we run so many dogs in this area is because there's so many wolves in this area. So the more we found, the more dogs we're running, the less chance we have wolves coming in on, especially when we hit the tree. The wolves are a little more hesitant at coming in on.
So the wolves will kill the dogs?
They'll kill the dogs.
So 12 dogs just launched. It was just chaos, and they're all just gone. And they're literally gone. Like, you can kind of hear them off in the wilderness, but almost not. But there's one dog still here.
It's a pup. Just a young pup.
Oh, he's just looking for snacks. Excitement's building for sure inside me. I know that this cat's probably going to be a shooter, so you're kind of starting to realize you're probably going to get a shot at a cougar here in a minute, once in a lifetime opportunity. So it's, yeah, it's starting to kind of weigh in a little bit where you know you're going to get a shot. So here we go. We're in this crazy forest, beautiful timber. The dogs are going nuts. Big cat in a tree. Seen a poplar. Seen a poplar spruce. That's a little different than yesterday.
140-pound tom. So that would be like a 155-inch whitetail.
Yeah, 150.
So a really nice tom, a nice cat. But at the same time, not a monster cat. But you got to make a choice, right? Because we might not tree another cat. I mean, you don't know. Cat's in a funny spot right now for a shot. Basically has his whole vitals covered by a log or a tree, like everything's covered. I don't feel comfortable shooting it unless I have a good shot.
Welcome back to Hut Hunt. I'm with Jason Martyn. He is a cougar outfitter in Alberta, and he has some of the most amazing dogs. So let's talk about the dogs a little bit. I mean, you can't do this hunt. It's impossible without the dogs. The dogs are basically everything. The dogs are incredible. I think that for me personally, like doing the whole hunt and, you know, there's a little bit of anxiety getting up to the spot where you might get a shot, but the dogs themselves are basically like that is the hunt. Like they are the best part. Watching the dogs work, watching the dogs run, like you're going through the deep timber. They just bolt. They take off after like a track in the snow, right? Like it's kind of amazing.
Really, they're athletes.
But big time.
You got to keep them in shape year round. It's not just leave your dog in a kennel, jump them out, throw them on a track, put them into a tree. There's a long process to it.
How much time and energy are you putting into that dog? How much do you train? What do you feed him? Like,
you got to get your fat and protein levels, you know, in your food, a good high quality food. When you're running, you have to put in supplements. So, you know, they're out every day. They'll do 40, 50 kilometers in a day.
Wow.
Running. So you want to really pay attention, pads, you know, body posture, their condition.
What kind of dogs?
We run a lot of blue ticks, but there's plots, there's walkers.
So these are kinds.
Yeah, these are breeds. The breeds of a hound. They're a trained hound.
And so do different outfitters have different kinds of breeds?
Oh, yeah.
And do you have like a specific breed that you prefer?
See, everybody has their preference or their likes. You know, I just want a dog that works. I breed and do a lot with the blue tick hounds. You'll see some plots in there. You know, one of our guides Jamie runs just plots.
Is there like a high standard dog, like a super dog?
No.
It's whatever you train.
Yeah.
Or how much time and energy you put in.
That's more how much energy and time you put into your dogs, what you're going to get back out.
So if you were going to get a dog, let's say I was going to buy 2 dogs, like how long would I have to train them to cut a cat track? Is it built into them, like as soon as they're born?
Back to genetics. Some dogs do it right out of the gate. They'll be a year old, be the one that was chewing the tree. Let's go over him. Watch him.
That thing is nuts.
He's only 2 years old. He's probably been on 60 cats.
Wow.
Right at 9 months old, he was running like with the big dogs. He just run and learned with the big dogs.
And so what are they smelling? Like, are they smelling like the pheromone in the track, or what do you think they pick up? Are they smelling the cat itself?
Oh yeah, it's definitely the scent of a cat, right? Because they can decipher if it's a deer or a cat. It's not just a track in it.
So does it have like a pheromone or some kind of like something scent in the paw or something that the dog picks up, or
yeah,
no?
It has to.
It just picks up smelly feet.
I don't know exactly what they're smelling, but there's definitely something there.
Something. And so are they, do you ever lose them?
The dogs?
And what about like wolves? Yeah, like how crazy is this, right? You put 12 dogs in the forest, like what are you worried about as the outfitter? Like what could happen? Can the cat eat the dog? Can a wolf get a dog? Can a dog get lost?
Every time you let a dog go, you have that risk of losing that dog.
And so has that happened to you?
It has. We've had a cat turn back and kill a dog. Biggest threat is wolves. The wolves will come in and kill a whole pack. I've had, Jamie, he's lost 2 dogs in one run.
So you're on a run. The wolves join the run.
Yeah, they come in the territorial, right? So they'll come in and try to protect their territory and kill anything. It's canines, right? So they'll kill your dog, especially when they're stuck in a tree.
And is this when you have like 12 dogs?
No, that's why we run more dogs. If you're running less dogs, you have a higher chance.
Okay. Very interesting. Well, next up, we get a shot at a cougar. We'll be right back. Join me for part 4, the final chapter of this cougar series. Chaos in the forest, a big tom in the tree, and every eye on me. This is my chance. And it all comes down to this.